everything. And we should already be starting. I'm looking at it on my phone as I'm doing this. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Let's see. It should have us on here, but it's not coming up.
What if I told you you could go back?
Oh, it's coming up somewhere. It's coming up somewhere.
Of your family that you won't find in any
That
books or
I
photos
thought I muted.
because,
Hold on.
well, books and photos didn't exist back then.
Okay. We're live. I'm gonna edit that out. But anyways, what's up, you all? Hey, Victoria. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I can look at our comments. Can you hear me?
Gotta love technology.
I know. But hey, at least now I'm starting to get to know how to use it. Okay. So anyways, I am your favorite nurse B here with Soria Randle from The Secret Cocktail. She has her own YouTube channel. She's a nurse practitioner. She's a business owner. She's a mama. She a wife. What else you do, girl?
Girl, okay.
Renaissance woman, okay? So today we want to talk about, this is like our third time attempting to do this live. So anyways, we're going to do this. Today we want to talk about how Victoria has been doing at home. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I've been doing at home, and then we want to go into talking about what services Victoria offers for nurse entrepreneurs, as well as anyone that's looking to start their own CNA classes. That's what she does. She has years upon years of experience working one-on-one with clients. She has clients all over the U.S. Like just not too long ago, one of your clients opened up her CNA school in Arizona during all of this.
Yeah, right in the middle of the pandemic. Yeah. And then it's such a small world because I see that you actually knew her from when she was in Missouri or something, right? I was like, wow.
Small world. We worked together. I knew her when she was going to school to get her RN. I'm like, oh my goodness, you go, girl. And then me and you connect, and then she know you. I'm like, what? Small world. You never know who you know.
No.
Never know. So yeah, we want to talk about that, and then talk about Victoria's retreat that she's having coming up in Georgia. Okay, Atlanta, right? You're still
Atlanta, ATL, shouted.
Right. What time this year you're doing it?
It's going to be in July.
Okay.
The mastermind retreat will be in July.
When in July?
It's going to be July 17th through the 19th. I was really having like back and forth thoughts about whether or not I should even still have this retreat in the middle of everything that's going on, you know. And but the people who had already bought their ticket was like, I'm gonna be there. Okay. And my speakers were like, we gonna be there. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to be there too.
Right. That's awesome. I think that is so freaking awesome. So before we got cut off from the last live, I thought you had put up a workshop, like an online, you did like an online course, didn't you? Or was I completely tripping?
No, you're right. So I did sorry, I heard my husband come in. I'm trying to tell him I'm loud on busting here being all loud, okay?
That we busting through the door.
Right, being crazy because he's crazy. Okay. So yeah, I have so here's the great thing about it. Like, I'm excited about this. And the reason why I'm excited about it and I want to share how it all transformed is because this is how entrepreneurship helps you grow, and other people will see you grow, and then you can grow even more. So there was a company called NP Hub, and NP Hub is kind of like a company that they connect nurse practitioners with clinical rotations. Okay. That's what they do. So, but what they're finding is that a lot of their nurse practitioners, after they go on and graduate, a lot of them want to start their own business, but they don't know how. So this company actually reached out to me and was like, hey, you are doing it big in nurse entrepreneurship. We really like how you connect with your audience and you know, and whatnot, and the type of value that you provide. We would love to have you as one of our very first instructors on our platform. Okay. So I was like, oh, me? Of course. Mm-hmm. So they just said, hey, whatever you want to do, go with it. Let us know what you're going to do. We're going to support it. We're going to back it. So I put together a course called From Bedside to Business. And From Bedside to Business is specifically cultivated to help nurses understand, no matter what nurse you are, what nursing you do, to help you hone in on the expertise that you have already, and then help you understand how to transition that into a profitable business. After you do that, then I teach you how to package it. And then I teach you how to utilize social media to sell it. The course, I'm so excited about it because it's like my brainchild. And as I'm putting it together, I'm like, oh my God, this is all the knowledge I have. Like, this is a lot I've gained throughout the years. I mean, I couldn't even put all of it in the course, clearly, but it's the beginning, the beginning step and the beginning phase to help people get over it.
Girl, that is awesome. You got the juice, girl. You got the juice. No, I think that is so awesome because in the live we just did, I'm going to stop talking about that live. Let me move on. But we were just talking about how we were talking about nurse entrepreneurship in the beginning of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And now some people are leaving nursing school. They don't even know if they want to become a nurse. Some people, they're having to do everything from home, or they're trying to start a business from home. They're trying to see how they can manage. Like, if you thought before you had an issue with work-life balance,
okay,
you right now for sure can see it. And what I think is interesting is that both me and you have been at home managing a business, managing kids, managing the household, and being somebody's wife on top of that.
Girl, that's the key part. Like, people don't understand, like, that whole element of being somebody's wife.
They don't get it.
That's a whole nother job by itself in real life.
You have to be there emotionally. You have to get time. Like, today is actually technically like my day off. But I was like, I want to get this video done. We couldn't get it done. Like for some reason, like the past week just went by me. I was like, because I guess the weather is good. You just want to relax with your family. But you got to put in their work. You got to put in their work. If you are an entrepreneur, you have to find the work, put in the work. So today is considered like my day off. Mm-hmm. But it's also my husband's day off. So I'm like, let me do this. And I got to run and do this. And it's just like
never a moment off.
It never ends. It never ends. But I love it because if I want to do something, I want to make my own move, I can just
right now.
I can make it happen.
Right now. Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's like a gift and a curse. And kind of like what we were saying before, like, yeah, it's great that we get to work from home. That's awesome. But because you have the autonomy to do whatever, however, whenever, but then there's a downside. And the downside is not everybody understands at home that you at work. Like, just because I'm at home, like I said, you don't see me, I'm still working. And that's hard because people don't get it. So you have to be really, really laser focused and really on top of it with your schedule. Like you, girl, you got them little ones. Like, how do you schedule that? Okay.
A 2-year-old and a 1-year-old.
You're right. That's super mommy right there.
Yeah. I mean, but it's like, it's just in you, like we already talked about, it's in you as a nurse to multitask. It's in you to prioritize. It's in you to document things. And it's in you to have good conversational skills, to do anything, to work with people, like be honest with people, like, look, I'm the only nurse tonight now. And also as an entrepreneur, you're like, look, I had, a crazy week. I'm sorry about that, but let me do, it's in you to understand and connect with people as a nurse. And you can translate that into your business.
Yep.
Like that. But it's just not everybody wants to put in the time. And people want to get the money right away. This, what I'm doing right now, being at home, this is like literally like 5+ years in the making. Like, I didn't do this overnight. I didn't do none of this overnight.
No.
So it's just like, and you're a nurse practitioner. The amount of time it took you to get through school alone.
Yeah.
And so I don't think people want to put in the work in the beginning, or they don't always see how, okay, me every day working an hour on my business, how that can translate to something down the line.
Yep. Because
it doesn't have to be crazy. It can be something simple that you're doing. You have to, but it's like you got to create that blueprint. You got to create that blueprint and say, this is what I want to do. And then the people will come in your life. Like in the last video, I was talking about how you had reached out to me. I was like, okay, here go a nurse practitioner. She has all this information. She's already doing it. She's connected with people all over the world. I am a nurse entrepreneur. Let me talk to her. Mm-hmm. Let me bring her to my audience. It's just like, with the, what do you call it? NP Hub.
Mm-hmm.
You had already had that information in your head, like legit already had it in your head. And somebody saw you, was like, okay, come on, let's do this.
Right. And that's the point. You already have the information in your head. Every last nurse that's watching right now, I don't care if you 6 months in the game or if you're 6 years in the game, you have information in your head that other people don't have and they are willing to pay for it. For real. They're willing to pay for it. So you have to own that. You have to own that, and you have to understand how to translate that into a package that people understand and want to buy.
Right. And I think and I was just talking to a friend about this because I'm thinking about working with local businesses because people don't understand social media. They are afraid of it, especially I'm like, you have a local, like somebody I know sells crystals. I'm like, you don't have a website? You don't have a YouTube channel? You can have a YouTube channel just talking about crystals and then say, hey, go check out my website. I got a kit for beginners. It's only $30 for the next month. Boom.
But because you know why? A lot of people are focused on my community, right? And that's okay. Nothing's wrong with being focused on your community and adding value to your community. But baby, right now in the middle, especially if the pandemic didn't teach nobody nothing, you better understand and utilize the power of the internet, because your community that let's say the 30-mile radius that you once tapped into, you can tap into an entire earth.
You can. That's what I just posted something. I said, hey, you all, despite everything, like we have friends all over the entire world. You realize that, right? Like if you you have people that have probably liked your Instagram that live in Japan. Yeah. Anywhere, it's like mind blowing. It's really freaking mind blowing.
Let me tell you when I realized it. There was this chick that helped me learn how to sell build online courses. And when it dawned on me, one time we were live and like one of her coaching sessions, girl, she had this girl in there from Australia. And the girl from Australia, I think it was like 2 a.m. over there, but she was going to be there for that coaching session because she wanted to be in that coaching session with her. But she had somebody from Australia, like you just said, somebody from Japan, and all of these different people. And I was like, hold on, she getting that international bread right now.
And you make money in your sleep. You can make money in your sleep. But you got to put, like with your course, you have to sit down. Okay, what am I going to go over first? You have to create, you just have to create the blueprint and put in the work in the beginning and sit back and watch. Like gardening. It's like doing anything. Put in that work, give it some water, and you good. The sun gonna do the rest. Water it a little bit, manage it a little bit. You could trim a little few things off, but you gotta put in that work in the beginning. And it's just like, that's what I feel like people need to realize. Because
that's the part that they don't see. So I'll give you an example. Today I got up and got on my computer about 9 o'clock until we met. So that's what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. That was 6 hours on a Sunday, y'all. 6 hours on a Sunday. So that, you know why? So that I can have many Sundays where I don't have to do this. But for 6 hours on a Sunday, I went through my email sequence, Brandy, and I was like, okay, how am I getting people to opt into this email, right? And when they opt in, what do I want it to say to them? Where do I want to lead them based on how they're interacting with my email? And then what do I want my end goal to be? So if I get 100 people who opt into this email, at least 5 of them, I want them to buy. Like, this is how I'm going to do that. So
think bigger.
So I spent 6 hours doing that today, and I've been in business for 3 years, but every now and then you got to go in, like you said, pull some weeds. Maybe when you pull the weeds, you pull out some good plant, reseed, put a new seed in there, sow it, and do it all over again. And then you might get an even bigger and better, prettier plant. The same thing with the business.
Look how she brought that analogy back together.
For real, girl, because you know me and you both been gardening. So
yes. Okay, Virgo vibe. Okay, I see you. That's what's up. But it's just like, also we was talking about, or we just talking, y'all. We just talking. We're going to put all the information down in the comment section. So make sure you go check out Victoria's channel and her retreats that's coming up. We're going to talk about that. But something else I want to talk about is that people think, like with me being at home, like I say, I'm a work from home mom. Mm-hmm. And I think people are like, oh, you at home with your kids? And I would talk to some people like, girl, you could have been got this and the third. No, I'm like, oh, I could have? Oh, okay. I could have? You telling me what I could have did from home? When half the time you can barely fold your laundry when you at home. I
know.
On nothing. You can't. I'm cooking for me, my kids, and we eat all different foods. Doing the grocery shopping, the budgeting, the cleaning, making sure they good, getting them down from now,
Yeah.
doctor's appointments, all of that on top of managing the business. On top, I'm still a nurse, so if I want to pick up a shift here and there, that's 8 hours away from everything.
Right.
And I still got to come back. And you know when you leave the house, sometimes you come back, that house is not how you You like, I should have just stayed at home if y'all was gonna do all that. No.
Right. Well, and that's why I was telling you, like right now for me, I just kind of work at night. Like I spend 3 hours during the day because I got to have some type of contact with my clients or my social media or whatever to let people know I'm still here. But I just wait till they go to sleep because at this point I can't. Like when I try to work from home right now, because before the kids were at school for me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now they're home with me. Before I used to just get it done. Now it's like I'm trying to get it done, but then so-and-so wanted to potty, but the big sister didn't take her to potty, so now she peed on herself. So now I got to go and clean the pee up. Okay, as soon as I clean the pee up, I sit down. 10 minutes later, now everybody hungry. Okay, great. Now I go fix y'all a snack, right? Then I go sit down. Now we want to watch TV, but it don't work right. It's like, I'm at work. Shoot. Leave me alone.
It is like the momentum too. They ain't gonna leave you alone. I hope you know that. We here with mama. Now, if daddy was doing all this, they might give daddy an hour or two. But mama, oh heck no. We stand with mama.
Yeah. So it's a struggle.
Then you see the sink got dishes. You be like, okay, let me. You be like, come on now, like let me just sit down. I don't care what's going on with this house. I don't care how y'all kids look. I gotta focus on this. And it's like trying to get that momentum. You know, once you can get into a rhythm, you can get anything done.
Yeah.
But the fact that you keep getting stopped. That's
and you have to train your brain. Where was I at? How do I, it's so getting thrown off is hard. That's why I like now I've got my kids trained now. I mean, they're kids. But for the most part, I got them trained. Like, look, in the morning it's us. Whatever y'all want to do, mommy's here. Let's go for a walk. Let's cook breakfast together. Let's go water the plants. Let's do all of that. But at noon, after lunch, we about to calm down.
Right.
Everybody gonna go their separate ways.
That's what we do.
Okay.
And you know what? I think it's also important when you're with your family, be with your family.
Right.
Don't be answering email. Like if you can't, I know it's hard, but it's just like and when you working, work. Like try to create that type of differentiation or whatever the case may be. Because once again, like I said, it's that momentum. It's like being I feel like I run a factory. Mm-hmm. So it's like I have to manage everything. And in order for it to go right, things need to happen in a certain sequence. And I don't even try to schedule my day. I just say I need to get all this stuff done today. And I'm just going to figure it out. Because I used to be like, I can do this at this hour. I'm not the type of person. No, I can't do that.
Yeah, well, because that's how Virgos are.
That's how Virgos are. Y'all are trying to control everything.
For a long time, it drove me insane, girl, that I could not get things done when and how, specifically how I wanted it. But like you said, now I just kind of bunch it. Like, okay, this is the time for this, however it happened, whatever, but this is the time for that. Mm-hmm. It flows better that way.
And that's the same with nursing. When you know you got to go in this person's room. Okay, they probably gonna need a pain pill. I gotta change their dressing. While I'm in there, let me go ahead and check their blood sugar and get this skin assessment done real quick. Yep. That's the only way you ain't gonna get nothing done going in and out of that person's room all day. Cause then they gonna be like, well, nurse, can you grab me this? And then somebody gonna stop you in the hallway and be like, such and such. There's somebody, mama on the phone or sister on the phone. You're like, I'm in somebody's room. I'm not.
I'm not here. I'm in the bathroom.
I'm in the room. I'm with somebody. I'm with a client right now. I can't talk to nobody. They can call me back. It's the same thing. It translates. And so So that goes into more of you talking about what we want to talk about. We want to talk about your retreat, or you want to talk more about your workshop. I just want everybody to know what you have to offer, and go check out Soria's channel. She has tons of free information. Okay. And then also you do coaching as well for the NP for the CNA court schools, right?
So the NP Hub has actually taken me down a new journey that I wasn't aware I was getting ready to go down, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So like initially, I help people start CNA schools. We work in all 50 states. That's what we do. But I'm learning that people are like, well, just nurse entrepreneurship in general, like, can you help me, right? And so I don't mind helping and I love it, but it's a more general overview rather than specific, and I'm so used to being so specific. But it's nevertheless, as I step back and I think about it, a lot of stuff that I'm doing for my CNA school owners is the same thing I would be doing for anybody that's going into nurse entrepreneurship. I just had to look at it a different way, And so, like, I'll give you an example, like with the retreat. Like, honestly, the Secret Cocktail Mastermind Retreat, although it's for CNA school owners, any person who has a brick and mortar or online business could literally attend, because we're going to be going through everything that they need. Like, I have an attorney talking about business law, the things to be conscious of in business, how to trademark, how to LLC, or all of that. She's going to go through all of that, how to copyright, why you should copyright, right? Then I got that's any business owner.
Yep.
Then I got somebody coming through that's teaching how to do Facebook ads from beginning to end. Anybody can use that.
Hold on, can you do a virtual and then charge like half the price or something? Honestly, link up with some people. Link up with some people and try to see how you can do virtual and just give it give it like at a reduced price or something. You can figure it out, Victoria. You can do it, girl. If anybody can do it, you can do it. And you might just have somebody recording it for you or somebody will help you out. I'm already claiming it for you. I already put it out.
Oh, you're so sweet. No, but everyone needs to see it. Yeah, like how can I be there but not be there?
Right.
And I mean, I get it, because it's 3 days, but it's so much information. We'll be going through making graphics, how to make a graphic, how to make it relate to the topic. I have a copywriter who's going to come in and teach them how to write their copy.
Wow.
And a lot of people are like, well, what does that mean? Well, teaching you how to write, what goes behind that blog post, how to write it, what goes behind that email, how to write it, how to use what keywords so that you'll come up in Google search engines, like all of it. And if I'm speaking a foreign language to you, then that means that you
need to get on it. You need to get on it. Even if you did an ebook or something, y'all need to figure out.
Yeah. So
let me get my life together.
Girl, we'll talk about that later. But needless to say, I'm learning that a lot of this translates over into just nurse entrepreneurship, period. So I'm slowly but surely crafting my own personal brand now because of it, the whole personal brand thing, which is new for me, but I'll figure it out.
I'm looking at our live, trying to look at letting everybody know to ask any questions they have.
Yeah, I saw somebody had asked one question about how was I an LPN? I was a CNA. I was a CNA for 7 years before I even went on to become a nurse. And then I became an RN, associate's prepared. Then I went and became a bachelor's prepared. And then I went and finally became a nurse practitioner, which is so funny because now as I'm a nurse practitioner, I ain't even using it.
But you are.
But it's there as backup. Yeah, it's there as backup. And like you said, I mean, there's still knowledge that I gained through that I can use now. So.
And also, you can get into certain doors that I won't be able to get into. MP Hub.
Right. That's a good point.
It was for you, and I think that's so amazing because I know you working hard, girl, and I know you put in a lot of work. I think that from one mom to another, girl, you awesome. Like you're doing it. That is so freaking inspiring, so cool because it's like they came to you.
Yeah.
And if you working on something, if you getting yourself together working, I just want people to realize that like people will come to you. Like you have to just like really put yourself, even complete strangers will say like, why don't you do this? Like you talk about that. Why don't you try that? I'm sure some people are like, I don't know what I even want to do as a business. What do you do already?
Yep.
What do you do already? I'm sure that somebody has told you before, like, dang, girl, you can write a resume. You can write a freaking resume. This looks excellent.
Yep.
That's something you can do. And that's something you could probably do just on the side until you decide you want to make it something bigger.
Yep.
You can do it as you can do it as a CNA because you said you can start a CNA school as a CNA, right?
Yep. Yep. Anybody can start a CNA
school. Not just nurses. It's anything. It's anything. Wow. I think that's so cool. It's just so cool, man.
No. So you just said something that made me think, dang, what was it?
I don't know, girl, I be talking, honey. I be talking. I be getting the rhythm.
You said, okay. So you said something, it was a while back ago, but it made me think about this. So back to, and those of you who are watching that like already work from home, or you are a nurse entrepreneur and you're trying to figure it out while working from home, it can be frustrating. And I know sometimes, Brandon, you get frustrated too. Let me tell you what my sister said to me. She had to really get me a line. Like, so my sister now is my admin for my company. And my administrative assistant, and girl, I was complaining to her because of something because we meet every Tuesday, and I was complaining to her, and she was like, hold on, we gonna stop and we gonna breathe, and you know what we gonna do? We gonna be thankful, because I told her I was hungry, and she know how I get when I get hungry. Like I get hangry. I get very hangry. She was like, Victoria, how are you hungry and you working from home? How is that possible? And I was like, well, girl, I just work. She said, let me stop you. You got to take care of you, and you got to stop and do you. And let me explain something to you. Remember when you was at the hospital and you had to run and hide to go eat lunch? Remember when you had to find somebody to cover for you and you only got 30 minutes and 15 of those minutes was spent standing in line for some nasty food that you didn't want anyway? And then you had to, think, do I want to go pee or do I want to hurry up and go eat? Because if I don't pee now, girl, she took me through this whole scenario about nurse life. Girl, she said, but now all you got to do is walk down the stairs and just fix whatever you want, how you want it, and sit down and eat it. You better stop playing. I was like, okay, you know what? You are so right. Let me get my life together. Let me stop.
Get it together, honey. Wow, gone, sister. She told you that was a read.
In a real nice, nasty way.
She read you. That was a read. But that kind of goes with what we was talking about in the other video about the people that you have around you too. That's something people don't always think about. You got to have people that, this is simple stuff, but it translates to anything that you're, because when you working on a business, you literally are having a child. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like this is going from your mind, a thought, to something physical.
Yeah.
That takes some energy, that takes work, and that takes more than just you. You have to build something around you. So even your sister being your administrative, you said what is she?
My sister, I call her my admin assistant.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then she came in, she told you what you needed to her. She gave you a different perspective.
Yeah.
But some people, they come in and be like, girl, that's why I can't work from home. I be eating all day. I can't do all that. I don't see how you do it with them kids. Girl, I just,
Exactly. And then the kids, I hear them in the background now, getting on your nerves. See, that's why I can't. But you're right.
You a nurse practitioner, girl, you could be making bank. Why ain't you, especially right now?
Yep.
And sometimes it's nothing necessarily wrong with them, but their perspective of it is not where it's not keeping you in alignment with your goals and where you need to be. You have to have that support system. So this is for anything. All my people out there going to nursing school. If that dude not supporting you, that chick not supporting you, let them go.
Yep.
Let them go. Your friends wondering why you don't have time to hang out with them doing the same thing y'all been doing. Focus on what you're doing, especially right now. We think this is summertime. Let's sit back and chill. Yeah, you can sit back and chill. Or some people are so distracted by everything that's going on. You could have easily been like, I can't even do nothing no more, y'all. Like, I can't do the retreat. I can't. You could have easily just pushed it out and be like, oh, let me just go back up here and pick up some shifts. But instead, you worked around it, and now you making bank off of. You turned it around, and so you made it work for you. And I think some people right now, they're letting everything distract them. It's not the time to be distracted.
Well, this is planning season right now. Right now is planning season for a multitude of reasons. And I keep telling all my clients, all of y'all, girl, I got people that follow me for 3 years since I've been doing this. Been following me, and they still email me. Oh, I'm just trying to get out one of these days. Listen, now is the day. Okay.
It's the day, honey.
Now is the day. And it's not, you ain't even got to do it with me. Okay. I don't care who you do it with, but now is the day.
It is.
Yeah, it is, because let me tell you why. Now is the day, because number one, there's quote unquote downtime. Okay. Quote unquote downtime where you know what I'm saying? Downtime. But
you don't see it, but it's some people working behind the scenes.
Yeah, there's people working behind the scenes. But technically is quote unquote downtime. So you can't go out to the club. You can't go out to dinner with your boo. You can't go get your nails done. This ain't the time for that because you can't. So utilize that time effectively to work on your business. Just like you said, give it a hour a day, 2 hours a day, 5 hours a week, whatever. Now is the time. And let me tell you why else now is the time. Because now is the time to see things in a different light. We've always been so worried about, like we were talking about a few minutes ago, the community. Who can I touch right here, right now? No, we got to start thinking internationally, nationally, on a internet level.
Global.
That's how you get paid. Paid. That's how you get paid is going that route. So you have to position yourself in a way to figure out, how can I do it that way? And it's not all about the money. You want to touch lives. I get it. And that's how you touch lives. This is how you make the difference.
It is. Because sometimes I was getting so lost in the numbers. And somebody had sent me an email today telling me, like, I think she's in her 50s and she decided to go back to school, and like watching my videos and talking to her friends, like she really motivated to go. She about to start school. And I'm like, here I am, like, oh, can I just get these many subscribers, this many views? And this is literally a person telling me I did something for them.
Right.
So sometimes you got to kind of bring it back down to earth.
Yep.
And be like, you touched one person today. They emailed you. They took the time to go through, find your email, write you an email, then send it to you.
That's so true.
So it's just like I just want people to realize that they have whatever it is you're doing, you're working on, somebody needs to hear it, needs to see it, needs to use it. And you don't have to be doing something. It could be something small. And it's gonna, like you didn't come out the gate doing this.
Girl, I came out the gate making a YouTube channel just to help people. I didn't even know it was going to blow up.
Right. And you got to start it though. Like we were saying, do the blueprint. Just take that action. Take some type of action. It's like, it's going to all come to you. The people, I would never met you if I wasn't on YouTube. You in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe. The Secret Cocktail.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I'll have her information in the comment section. We're going to be talking about her retreat. I'm going to have the link to that. Go follow her on Instagram, Victoria Randle. But it's under the Secret Cocktail, right?
The Secret Cocktail. And I know it's like a weird, like, the Secret Cocktail.
What's the cocktail for?
Right. Hey, Laura. Laura's on here. I didn't even see you. Hey, Laura.
Is that one of your subbies?
Yes. Laura is in my mentorship program. Hey, Laura.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm trying to look at the comments. We just been chopping it up. I think part of it is putting in the work, but also, you have to believe, like, you just got to do it. Just take the opportunity to do it. Stop being so scared. I know somebody watching this is scared.
Yeah, we all are. We all are.
Yeah, you terrified. Mm-hmm. I was terrified to do live videos for the longest because I'm like, I want it to look this way, and I'm bloopers, and I'm like, you better embrace it. Better be real, girl. You better just be real. Because
what you learn and what I love about entrepreneurship is that people love and respect you for you being you.
And that's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do is just be you. And they love and respect you for you being you, and then vice versa. Because you are being you, they feel like they can be them. And then you can actually create a solid bond with people, right? Because that's the goal.
She gets it, y'all. She gets it. And I was literally just on the phone talking to my friend. I was like, when you go to a job, you have to fit into their sphere. You have to wear their uniform. You are on their time. As an entrepreneur, you literally have to put yourself out there. And what I like about, I feel like nowadays, you can be your company's brand, the face of your company, and still be yourself.
Yes.
That's why I have a lifestyle channel and I have my nursing channel, because I'm like, you know what? I want people to see I'm not just a nurse. I'm a mother. I do all type of stuff around her. I make jewelry. Like, I'm a Renaissance woman, okay?
Oh, girl, I know you're making earrings. They're cute now.
Thank you.
Put down a link for that, because I'm going to have to get that.
Down below in the comment section. But it's just like, you can be yourself and still make money. People will still like you. People will still, look at the president. I know people don't really want to go into that, but this person, they being themselves all right. And look, this person became the president. Come on now. If he can do it, you can do it. I know people don't want to hear it, but really think about it.
That's 100%.
No military experience. Do he have education? Any of that? No. But he went forward. I know people don't want to look at it like that, but
no, but that's real.
This is the times we live in. You have to go for it. And somebody is gonna want something that you got, or they're gonna connect you with somebody. My website got it 100% free. The lawyers that I'm working with, 100% free. Because I've worked with people. My mom was like, "Go check them out. They'll help you out." Go. And it was like, "Great. We're so excited. We never worked with anybody on YouTube with social media. Great. We're willing to do this."
Yeah.
But you got to put yourself out there. You got to connect the dots
out there. And it's scary. It is scary at first, just like you said. I mean, I was like, now it's so funny because people like come to me, how do you go live? And how do you do it so well? And I'm like, I do. I just be doing me. Like, I mean, at this point, you know, it's not scary anymore. Clearly, you know, this part of it isn't scary anymore. You know, you definitely have times where like, you know, you develop something new, a new idea or a new service, and you're not sure how people are going to take to it. You don't know if you're going to presenting it in a way that they understand or that they can see it, the value and stuff like that. So, you know, you have those fears, but at the end of the day, at this point, I am solid in my knowledge and what I have to offer. And you are.
I think that's awesome.
You know, you are too. So I think that there's no need at this point, honestly, to truly be fearful anymore. You just do it.
Maybe I need that word. Go on, girl.
Seriously.
You're right. Just do it. Nike had it right.
Yeah.
Just go for it. That's awesome, man. And like, okay, let me look at the comments because I could just keep talking. Because you're so right. And you're a mom and you're a wife and you went through all that schooling. It's like you're doing everything online. It's just like, man, you go, girl.
Girl, let me tell you real quick about the whole, because let's just be real for 2 seconds. So, and I'm saying let's be real for 2 seconds because this is a conversation I'm going to have one day for my clients on my YouTube channel. I am going to have this conversation one day, but let's just, if you don't mind, let's have it real quick because it goes back to what you're saying about how do you do it? You're a mom, you got a 1 and a 2-year-old. They have needs, right? They are very dependent. You have a business. There's customers in that business. They have needs. You have a husband. He got needs. So
I got needs.
Okay.
I'm my own entity. Trying to manage myself and make sure I'm still something because I'm pushing all my energy out to everybody else. So I got to bring back into myself. Okay.
So, and that's a good, because I almost left that one out. You are a person and you have needs. So how do you, Brandy, like how do you find time to divvy up yourself so that you have you and other people have you too, and that you don't feel stretched and that you don't feel like you're growing a gray hair as you go? And you know, how do you
I got a few around the edges.
I'm feeling them grow sometimes. Like, just gave
can I just blend it in? I'm about to be 30 this year, Victoria.
Girl, you look young.
Grown.
Tenderoni girl.
I'm gonna be grown, girl. Yo, you're actually asking me that question?
Yeah.
How do I divvy up time?
How do you divvy up? How do you divide yourself? How do you?
I think part of it is natural, and also I try to communicate as best I can. Communicating with my husband, talking to people. Like, I think part of it is my support system, and also like just when I have time to myself, just enjoy my time to myself. Don't beat myself up. Don't be like, oh, you should be doing this right now. You should be working on this. I just try my best to just relax. Really, what's been helping me is my garden. I go out there and like I'm doing something productive because I'm gonna have some food at some point. And I'm also out here in the sun. I see my neighbors. My daughter is running around. You know, my 1-year-old is sitting there eating at the high chair. Like just different things. It's just like just enjoying certain parts in life. But it's still a battle because it's like certain things you gotta get done, and you gotta put yourself on timelines and deadlines and all that. A lot of it is speaking about it and also writing stuff down all day. Just I don't know, you just do every day at a chance, like every day at a time. I feel like I got, especially with everything right now, you have to kind of take every day at a time. Like don't even try to get yourself overwhelmed by stuff, because you when you think about everything you gotta do.
I know.
Post on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, put up a video on YouTube, edit the video, email this person, look at all my emails, do all my automated emails, go on my website, work on this course. Let me design this. Oh, I gotta go to the post office. Let me make sure I pay rent. Like,
I know.
it hits you like crazy. I have to make the time. I make the time for myself. I just have to. Because like I said, you're giving to everybody.
Yep.
You gotta give to yourself the way you eat, getting enough sleep, drinking tea, whatever. I just do what I feel like I need to do for myself.
So right now, my kick has been at least 1 hour a day to myself in the middle of the day, and then 1 hour to myself in the evening that I've been trying to do. And my 1 hour during the day is literally, I just close the door in my bathroom. I just make me a bath and I just sit there for about a good 45 minutes. I do. And I let my thoughts just rest. I let them wrestle. I let them rest. I hear, my Erykah Badu. I've been back on my old school Erykah Badu. Okay.
Baduism.
Yes, that one. And I just let it. Okay. And then I find that when I do that, my thoughts are so much more clear. I come out of it, like you said, because you're going to get thoughts. As an entrepreneur, you're always going to get thoughts. And I just write them down, type them into my phone, whatever I do, and then I let them go. And then I go do whatever it is that I had to do or implement some of them. And then I do that one more time at night. Because I'm trying to incorporate into like self-care regimens. You know,
it's like you meditating. That's a form of meditation.
Yeah.
That's a form of meditation. Mm-hmm. The thought comes, you accept it as what it is, and you let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it go. Yeah, that's what you're doing. That's awesome.
So, but this is new. This has been new for me since the pandemic, because I was not doing that before. But I found
You remember I asked you this same question? I think it was off camera. I said, "How do you just do it?" You said, "I'm just one of them people. I get it done." I was like, "Okay, well then fine then. Let me try to get it done too."
But I do. I am always on 100.
I don't know. I was like, okay, girl, let me get my life. I am on 100. You was just doing it a little too hard.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's kind of like, this is like you said, a blessing and a curse is with entrepreneurship, and maybe what's happening as well. If you're in tune with it, it's showing you, I need to take a minute to step back for myself and work on myself. Everybody in the house, okay. Let me start getting this house the way I want it to look. Let me start getting rid of all these clothes and stuff. You know, you in the house anyways.
Yep.
And that, to me, is a form of self-care too, because it's less stuff, less clutter, less things to manage.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's important. I think what you're doing is great. And it helps you to show up in life better because you took that time for yourself.
It does. And it shows. Like, it shows to those around you. Because people know when you're irritated or you got something underneath your skin that you just can't deal with at the moment. Like, it shows. And it does. And nobody want to be around you like that. Like, then you become annoying and nobody really wants to be bothered with you. You don't even want to be bothered with yourself.
I get like that sometimes.
Yeah, we all do, because we are human.
I ain't trying to show I'm human, girl. I only try to show I'm human for a little bit. Then I'd be like, But no, you right. Because even my husband, he'd be like, just go do what you was doing. I'd be like, okay. Because I can't really focus on, because I need to get, it's just like, but then again, sometimes you feel like you were saying earlier, like people don't know that you're working. Sometimes it's like a loneliness with being an entrepreneur as well. People don't talk about that. But it's like you literally have this baby that nobody else sees the vision. You might find people who will, like people like with your retreat, they see your vision. But before that, you may have had to bring those people into your circle. Because if you're doing something, you're an entrepreneur, that's your thought. Nobody else. You have to make people see it. You got to make it real. You have to. You got to make it real. And I think some people, they're afraid to bring it into fruition. They're afraid to let people into their life. They're afraid to ask for help. Make those connections. Say, look, I can't watch these kids. I'm going to take them over my such house. I need a minute to myself. They're afraid to do it. But we can do it. Like, you can do it.
So, and it's so funny you said that, because that is actually the reason why I made the mastermind retreat, because my goal with the mastermind retreat was like, okay, we need like-minded people in the same room who have the same goals, who have different levels of knowledge, different experiences to bring to the table. How can we all get in one room and vibe off of each other?
Right.
See one another gain insight. And even for me, like, I'm sure there's going to be people that are going to come there that are going to enlighten me, that are going to teach me something, and I can't wait. So that's the goal behind the retreat, because you're right. So often as entrepreneurs, we're just working in this silo, and you kind of get in this rabbit hole, and you dig forever, that by the time you come up, it's like, oh, I forgot there was other people out here that could have helped me do 10 of those things I was doing in that hole.
Right. That's the key, man. You gotta connect yourself with people. You have to.
And people, but here's the thing. People need to realize too, though, that when you connect with people, you have to connect in a way that you're connecting, that you add value to them, and then they're more than happy to add value to you. You cannot connect with people in a way that you just want to be this leech, and you just want to take, and you understand that you have nothing to give. Even if you think you don't have anything to give, you have something to give. You do. You just got to figure out how to exchange it.
Right. And that's really money. That's currency. People don't see it though. Mm-hmm. Your energy, the energy you put it, that's money. That's literally, that's how we're actually supposed to spend money, how we're actually supposed to do things. Like bartering type of thing. Like, hey, you come on my platform, but hey, I'm getting information from you. You give me information. I'm a promoter. Da 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 da. Everybody gets something from it, but some people is like they only see the money. They don't see what that person can bring to the table, and that's kind of like how jobs are. They only see your time. They don't want to know your ideas, how you can improve things around here. We don't need to know all that. I need you to clock in, do these duties, and then go home. And if I call you, I want you to pick up, because I got some questions about what happened when such and such fell on the floor. Am I getting paid for this conversation? I don't know what happened. Look at the nurses know, okay?
That hurt, but that was so real.
Or can you come in? We need a nurse to come in tonight. They don't want to hear nothing you got to say. So if you are frustrated, you feeling like, I have so much to give and I can't give it at this 9 to 5. I don't care if you're a nurse or not, CNA or not. If you are in a career and you are not being valued for what you bring to the table, why do you think they have nursing homes? Somebody started it. Somebody said, look at all these different religions. Somebody said, I don't like the way they're doing things over here.
Yep.
Let me start my own religion.
Yep. That's true.
And the people that needed to be a part of it became a part of it. Now, religion is ruling a lot of things right now.
That's true. That's a good way to look at
it.
So
if you feel like you're being pulled to do something, just go out there and run for it, boo. I'm telling you.
Somebody that needs it is somebody that wants it. I don't care.
And somebody can teach you. Yep. Somebody can teach you. For real, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm telling y'all, we out here. We literally talked about this a few months ago, and here it is right now.
Yeah, that's
what
crazy.
You waiting on? I don't know what y'all waiting on.
I'm
just saying.
I had there was this nurse, right? This nurse entrepreneur. She had been inboxing me for a while, and she was doing really well in her business, but she was afraid to leave it. I think she had like a little part-time or a PRN, but she was working like part-time in it. And this person was even a homeschooling mom.
Oh, wow. She's amazing.
A homeschooling mom. She worked right. So I'm like, girl, you already doing it. Like, what are you talking about? Just quit that job and get this business your all, because your business is already doing great. Like, what are you doing? She was like, I know, but the insurance and, making up all these excuses. So lo and behold, right before the pandemic hit, she let her job go finally. And of course, when the pandemic hit, she was hurt. Like, oh my God, I left my job. Girl, that was a blessing, because don't nobody want no Rona. Number one. Okay. Don't nobody want the Rona. So that was a blessing, number one. But number two.
I'm dead. That's the truth. That's the truth. Speak on it.
But number two is, okay, at the end of the day, like, now this is like like now you can go even harder. Now you can go even harder and whatever it was that you wanted. And don't think that there's people out there that can't buy or don't want what you have just because it's a pandemic. False.
People is spending money.
Lies. False and lies. They won't.
I was thinking that at first. I was like, oh, I want to do this, but I don't know. But people spending money right now. Mm-hmm. That's like their self-care. It's like retail therapy.
It is. Yeah. So, for you, rather than spending your money on retail therapy, invested in your business.
Right. That's what I've been doing. I didn't created a whole nother business.
Me too, girl.
Don't you just love working? I don't know. Something about
it later. But yeah.
I love to work, but you gotta learn how to work smart, and you gotta work for yourself.
You have to learn how to work smart. And that's one thing I really want everybody to take home. Like, whenever you finally do figure out what it is you're gonna do, how you want to do it, the top thing you want to learn after that is how to automate it.
Yeah.
How to automate it, because every step is time, and time is money, or time spent with your family.
Yeah. Or by yourself.
Yeah, right.
Bye, family. Bye, family. Mommy love you. I used to be able to, like, let me go to the store, and then, like, that'd be like my time to myself.
No.
Nobody's store now.
No, the store is not your time. I used to tell my husband that. You can just go to the store. You was just at the store. You think I'm at the store having fun? No, I'm not at the store having fun. I'm at the store getting a headache because I know I got to come back and carry all these damn groceries in the house. And
I know. And I forgot to clean out the refrigerator.
Oh, this ain't no fun. Better get out of here.
Right. You get away from the kids for a second. That used to be my fun, y'all. Ain't that sad?
No. No,
sometimes you gotta take that moment for yourself. Play some music, play a podcast. I gotta do with business or whatever while you're driving, and take that time for yourself. Call somebody while you're out. Take that time. But that's kind of like, you just gotta find the time for stuff. You have the time.
You do.
People think I don't have the time. Like, everybody said, everybody got the same 24 hours. You're like, oh, I don't want to hear that. Like, you're a millionaire. But how you think they got to becoming a millionaire? That, like you said, people they see the end result. There's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes.
Girl, because I'm gonna tell you right now, first of all, The Secret Cocktail is going to be $1 million company. Period.
Lifetime of that subscribe.
When, I don't know yet, but it will be.
Yeah, you ain't gotta know. You ain't gotta know. You said what?
Everything that is taken, though, to get there, like, in my story before I even became an entrepreneur, to even get there, like, it's going to blow my mind.
Right. Even just the way you, like, growing up.
Yes, exactly. The thing, I had went live with my followers a couple weeks ago, girl, doing a grocery shopping getaway.
Did I watch that live?
And when I was talking, yeah, you was there, because I was talking about the noodles and the bread.
Brown swagger.
Yeah, when you want a snack, so you just make the bread and you put a little butter and sprinkle some sugar on it, and you eat it.
Yeah, sugar bread. You don't toast it.
Okay. So when you ain't got no toaster, so you got to put it in the oven.
Yes, honey. I still ain't got no toaster, honestly. It takes up too much space. It only toasts stuff. Like, it doesn't, that to me, you ain't taking up my space.
So, but the point is, like, all of those things, all of those things, where you have come from as a person, the things that you've been through, and that you're willing to overcome them for the greater good, not just for yourself, but for others, and that you are able to make a killing in the midst of it, but it still touches. Like, for me, the fact that I get to help other women become entrepreneurs is awesome to me. And the fact that each woman is going to go out and touch another little Victoria to show them how to become a CNA, and to show them the ropes into becoming a nurse, and showing them healthcare and how it can change their lives, does something to my soul. So every day that I work, every day, like, I have to remember that's my why. Like, I tell all my clients, what is your why? That is my why, to change all of those lives on a level I never even thought could be possible. And yeah, making $1 million in the process is great.
That's gonna come easily. But this kind of go back to what we were saying. You had to first work on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You had to first invest that time into yourself, and time into your business, time into building up your confidence, and building up your ability to do this, that, and a third, and focusing on it and keeping it and making it happen. Some people, I feel like they don't give themselves enough time to develop and to grow and to be like, okay, going to school, that's for me. That's not for my kids or for my husband. That's for me.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't got nothing to do with just making money at the end of the day. That's gonna show you so many things about yourself once you get in school. You're gonna have to learn time management. You're gonna have to learn how to, like you said, your why, how to get over a teacher that's basically dogging you out. Because it is some teachers out here that are horrible, that was horrible nurses and decided to go and teach somebody.
Yep.
They're still dealing with all that drama from being a horrible nurse because they didn't want to work bedside no more, so they think teaching gonna be the thing to do.
Right.
So you got to deal with that teacher. You got to deal with money issues, clinical issues, stuff that's going on right now. You got to do everything online. You got to deal with all of that. And all that does is teaches you, how do I react to this stress? What can I do to cope with this stress? What can I do to still stay motivated, still stay connected to my classmates, still be on top of things? You learn so much about yourself, but you have to be willing to go for it. You got to go for it.
Yeah, you're pushed.
I just want people to understand that, like, you just have to just do it.
Yep, just do it. You're gonna make mistakes.
Just do it. Like you said, you're gonna make mistakes.
Yep, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna lose a little money here and there. We all do. It's a part of it, but the outcome is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be beyond your wildest dreams. It's going to be like nothing you never even thought that you were worthy of experiencing in life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And it's a flow, like I was trying to get to with energy and money. It's like, it's a flow of your energy. You put energy out there, guess what? Somebody else gonna come around and put the energy into you. And they're gonna help you with something. It's like you help your client, they're coming back to you like, you know what, I'm doing this for a reason, it's working. I see the result. This person is showing me that the results is real. So let me keep putting out there this information, keep putting myself out there. This email I got, that reminds me, dang, like, okay, I am hitting people. Let me keep putting energy out there. And it's going to come back to you and you're going to be amazing. You got this.
Yes. Yes.
Like, it's real, man. It's real. I hope everybody is seeing it and feeling it. And it's more than just having a business and making money. Like you said, you literally are changing somebody's life. You're changing your life.
And that's what I was going to change in my life. But even like what you just said, when my clients like tell me their wins, when my clients are excited about things, when they tell me how, like, it makes me feel good. Like, yes, you know, I've touched somebody, because sometimes we work, and we don't know that we've even touched somebody.
Yeah.
I never forget, I was working in the burn unit and I was taking care of this patient, and her and her husband, they had both got burnt in a house fire. And all I'm doing is and she was pregnant.
Oh my God.
Is doing, you know, me just being the nurse that I'm supposed to be. Girl, come to find out they named that baby Victoria. I never even knew that they were so touched by the care I was giving them.
Oh, that is so sweet. Oh my God.
Girl, I know, right? Chills when I found that out. So the point I'm trying to make is sometimes we get so caught up in like what we're doing that we don't even realize, like, you are touching people's lives.
Wow.
And you may not even know it.
And you just being yourself.
You don't even know it.
The world wants to teach you, you got to do things my way. Like, going to a job, you got to do things my way in order to get through it. You need this check, don't you? You better do things the way I tell you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
When I came into this world as me, and I can continue to be me, and people gonna support me, oh, I think not. I wish I would. I wish it would. No, I will not do that. I will not be doing it. I will not. I remember the nursing home I met. This lady was the person who started it, was in the Holocaust. She started this in her house.
Wow.
Started it in a 1-bedroom apartment. Now she has nursing homes in like 4 different states.
Mm.
She's not even living. Her kids is eating.
Yeah.
They eating. They good. They're good. And she started this in her apartment.
I love that. But everyone starts somewhere, and that's the point. Yep.
Yeah, and you don't have to know everything, you know. Like you said, you told me somebody knows more, you know more than somebody else.
Yep.
So aim for them people. And the more that you know, the more that you add to it. You just keep adding to it. So anyways, I've been rambling, honey. This is a word. I really appreciate your time, Victoria. Oh my gosh, I always have a good time talking with you. You're so inspirational. You work so hard, and I can just tell, like, you got it, girl.
You.
You
I
got
appreciate it.
love that you have been putting in the work, and you show that you put in the work, and it's just like you doing it. You doing it. And I think that's just so important for people to see that it does. This is not something that happened overnight. Like y'all go check out her channel. Get to know Victoria, get to know what she's doing. Even if you don't think you want to start something, you might watch a video and it helps you want to send it to a friend or something like that.
Yeah, you never. That's true.
Yeah, or she might put a video that ain't got nothing to do with what nurse. It might just be her talking for the day, giving you advice about something. You just never know what somebody might say. You like that triggers something within you to be like, let me go ahead and da da da. So
Yep.
go check her out. She's part of the team. She's part of the fam. Yeah, anybody I bring on this channel, y'all just know I don't bring everybody named mama over here. Okay, I don't. This and also this is a privilege. I feel privileged to be able to do this. I feel very, very blessed to be able to communicate and to meet people and to inspire people and to just be out there. So I appreciate your time, Victoria. Even though we had some difficulties.
It's okay. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing your platform with me. You have some very, very your tribe, girl. You got the beehive, okay? Your tribe.
I'm here for it.
Because you're genuine and you share and you have lots of good information and and on top of it you're you. You are unapologetically you, and you should be. You know what I'm saying? So I love that about your platform, and thank you for sharing it with me.
Thank you. See, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yep.
Right? You got to put it out there to get it back, boo. You have to. So, if you all have any additional questions, put them in the comment section. Victoria, she be answering questions more than I do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Victoria already answered it. Good.
So that's a part of my regimen. Like in the morning, I try to go and answer questions, and then immediately after a live, I'll go because I know if I don't do it right then and there, it might not happen. So
now you remind me to put these links. I'm gonna put all the links in the live after as soon as we put this up. But anything else? Yeah, if you got specific questions, put them in the comment section. Go check out Victoria, her website. I'll have everything down below. So yeah, that's that. Thanks again for coming on, Victoria. I'm gonna try to end this without it being a hot mess. But anyway, anything else you wanted to say? Anything you want to let people know?
No, I don't. If you're watching from my channel, and you came on over, please subscribe to YourFavNurseB. She has a lot of great inspirational information for you, and I'm sure you would enjoy it.
Well, thank you. Okay. All right, girl. Bye, y'all. Are we done? Let me see if I can end this.